Hello, and we've had a real treat this afternoon because the fellow sitting next to me, who some of you might recognise, has been giving us a tune on the old Joanna. Jools Holland, welcome to Wilton's.
It's great to be here. I've had a real treat this afternoon because I've always wanted to play in this room, and I think it's got an amazing sound. It's an amazing room for lots of different reasons, so I'm delighted to be in here.
Wonderful, because I was going to say this is not the first time you've been in the building, is it? But it is the first time you've actually played on our stage. So how did it feel to be there?
It's the first time on stage, and I do think it's one of the most magical stages. It's without question the most magical stage in London, maybe the most magical stage in England, and maybe the whole world, because there's an atmosphere here that, because of its delightful decay is the only word I can say, and the way it's not been touched, and it really hasn't been touched, is magical. That every fibre of it sort of is resonant of like a lost world, and it's so fragile and beautiful. It's lovely, but it's also the sound in there is amazing. That's what I didn't really realise until I went out there tonight or this afternoon. Playing there, the sound is just it sounds like you're in an old record. And when I was hearing the ukulele and the piano being played so brilliantly just now, it was just amazing. The sound of it sounded like a 1930s record, which I think it's only the room that does that. It's all the wood and the shape of the room. It's just it's magical. The performances were great. That's another thing I'll come on to in a moment. But the room in itself is just special. Not just the room in which the performance is gone, but the rest of it is all amazing here. I think I love it. I think it's one of the greatest, but one of the best buildings in London, because so many things. Every time you turn a corner in London, there's something else has been flattened, and another scruffy little corner that we liked has been turned into Singapore. So it's very nice that one last bit of old London's left.
So you quite enjoyed it then?
We'll take that as a yes.
I think he liked it. I definitely think he liked it. Yeah. And you like our luxurious office suite here, don't you, as well? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I feel very at home here. Very nice pat on the carpet.
Beautiful. Yeah. So Roy Hudd. Now I'm sorry, we do have to talk about him, but just briefly. Not to worry. I understand that you and he have recorded something for. Was it BBC television here? Yeah.
I did a program about the history of London music. It's called The Songs of London, and really the most of it was, I suppose, you know, because there's lots of music in London. There's such a lot of it, but a lot of it was about the music hall and the 1930s music of London. And the person that really is the biggest guru and has the greatest knowledge on that subject is Roy. Not only does he have a great knowledge, he's very, very funny about it. I mean, Dennis Potter, the playwright, who's a genius, he worshipped Roy and consulted him and used to get him on his films so he could talk to him, because Roy is the only man that knows all the words. If you come up with a song, not only does he know the words of the song, he has a backstory and a very funny story about the songwriter, the person that sang it, where they did it, the whole thing, you know, and he just has he is the guru. He has all so I bathed in his company. So when we were doing the show, there was a song that he found, which maybe I'm sure you could use a clip of it, called "While London's Fast Asleep," and it was a music hall song, but it was written by the man that wrote Daisy Daisy, who normally wrote rather cheerful songs. And this is a very sad song, and it's probably the first. It would have been performed here, but it's probably the first London protest song, I say, if that's the right word for it, or socially aware song about all the homeless people in London. And it's a very moving song still, and I'd never heard it. So again, Roy came up trumps, played it, and we sang it here, but not in the theatre. We filmed it in the bar because there was something happening in the theatre, so we filmed it in the bar, which was lovely. But today we did it in the theatre, which was great.
And very moving it was too, for those of you who were here. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. It's been lovely to have you here, Jools Holland. Thank you very much. We do hope it won't be the last time we see you.
No, it's a pleasure. I've all sorts of things. I keep meaning to come and see here and play here. I think it's just great. And so this place, and you all have my congratulations for doing such a wonderful job, and my best wishes for continuing to keep it going.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Jools Holland.